Hello, travel agents. I hope you've been enjoying the Visit Florida showcase so far this afternoon. I'm Jess, TTG's partner content editor, and I'll be hosting this next session titled What's New in the Known. I'm sure a few of you watching might already consider yourself pros of selling Florida and are just joining us to brush up on your knowledge. But this session has been designed to surprise even the Florida experts among you, with a focus on products and experiences flying so under the radar, they'll likely seem brand new to you too. Just a reminder to ask any questions in the chat box throughout the session, and we'll try to get your queries answered. So without further ado, joining me in this session today is Megan Lowe, Visit Florida's Vice President of Public Relations and Travel Trade. Hello, Megan.
Hi, Jess. So happy to be here. I'm doing great. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those who celebrate. I know we were just chatting about how Americans love to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So I have my green on and I picked my green background. I'm excited to speak to everyone today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Megan. And yes, I love loving the green theme. But yes, let's get started. So Megan, tell us about this new in the known concept. What does it mean and why is it a new strategy for Visit Florida?
Yeah, so this is all part of our Live More Floridays campaign. I know Jill showed a video earlier with that ad. So you got to visually experience really what the campaign is all about. But this is a global campaign, and we're really encouraging travelers to find the new and the known, indulge in what they love about Florida, but also feel comfortable trying something completely new. I know for travelers from UK and Ireland, Florida is what I'll say is familiar. They think they know Florida because maybe they've been several times. But we have a lot of opportunities to go beyond those gateways, have new, unique, diverse experiences. And it's all in one state. You don't have to travel to another state in order to have that new experience. We are all creatures of habit. Okay. We seek out things that are comfortable. This is really about getting outside of that comfort zone, exploring something new. So it could be something new in the same exact destination. Like, you know that you love a destination and you're going to go back there every year, but maybe you try something new there, or you completely choose a new destination altogether. So it's really about getting people to kind of explore beyond what they know, or what I like to say, what they think they know about Florida.
Great. So what destinations fit within this strategy the best? And do they align with the most visited destinations, or is it more about the lesser visited regions of the state? It sounds like it is a mixture.
It is. So we like to say that Floridays is more of a state of mind. It's a feeling that only you get on a holiday to the Sunshine State. So really, this looks different for every traveler, which means it could be any destination throughout the entire state. They all fit into the campaign really nicely. So, like I was mentioning, if you want a completely new destination, maybe you try something like Daytona Beach, or you go to St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. So you're still going to get what we say, that tried and true Florida holiday that you expect, but you do get something slightly different, whether that's racing, or you really want to look into history of the US and of Florida, then those two destinations are going to be a little bit different for you. Or if your family loves Orlando, like we all do, you couldn't imagine going anywhere else. Orlando is it for you. Well, how about we look into doing something new that's in and around Orlando that you haven't tried before? So have a little video that just showcases some family fun things that you can do within Orlando, and also just a little ways outside of Orlando. Westgate
Amazing.
River Ranch is definitely on my list. I have seen it a lot of our video content and have sent a lot of media and content creators there. And every time I see the footage from it, I want to go. Glamping. I'm not a camper, but glamping is something I would love to try.
Yeah, definitely. It looks really exciting. And I hope, yeah, a lot of travel agents hopefully watching this now will have their eyes open up to some of the other things around Orlando that they can suggest to their clients. So we'll come on to those experiences a bit more in a minute. But let's go with, so what are the benefits to travel agents if they jump on board with this new strategy for selling holidays to Florida?
Yeah, one thing that we've really talked about a lot with this campaign is people getting Florida fatigue. I don't understand that. I live in Florida and there's still a lot of places that I haven't been and things I haven't done. So I'm not tired of it and I'm here every single day. But it's really that been there, done that attitude. So agents can learn about the new ways to sell Florida to their clients that will give them that comfort of Florida that I spoke about earlier, but also help them fulfill their desire to see something and experience something new. So there are people who have said, I've been to Florida every year. We take the kids every year. Like, what else is there? Well, there's still Florida, but there's just somewhere else in Florida that you haven't been to. I know earlier Giovanna talked about the Florida Keys gaining in popularity. I would say that's a must-see destination. Get in the car, take a road trip. It's beautiful looking out the windows, 3 hours from Miami, and you just get views the entire way there. And then you have a lot of fun when you get there. So that's one way. And this for agents, I think, is a way to add on extra nights, increasing that overall spend of the trip. So, if you have that family who really loves the one destination and they're going to go there, this is about adding on nights and maybe getting them to extend that holiday. And another great thing is we know that whenever you are a first timer and you get out of the main areas and the theme parks, you do those things, but then you try also something else. Visitors are actually more likely to repeat book. It opens their eyes to something new that they have. So the campaign is really feeding into that concept of if you see something else, you're more likely to come back and then explore something even beyond that new thing that you tried. So it's a win-win for the agents and for the clients.
Yeah, absolutely. Florida Keys is most definitely also on my wish list. Going to Florida looks absolutely amazing. So let's highlight some of these things. So what is the new in the known? Can you tell us about some new experiences or places agents, clients can enjoy when they visit these destinations?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I kind of went on putting together a short list of things that either I've done or things I really want to do. Bioluminescent kayaking in Space Coast is at the top of my list. Like, I want to do that. You can even see a rocket launch while you kayak. There are companies who offer those tours, and there's so many launches happening. But to see that from a kayak is amazing. I've seen it from a cruise ship before, but never from a kayak. But the bioluminescent kayaking at night is just, I want to do that so badly. People don't know that Florida has some canyons, and so you can zip line over canyons, horseback ride around the canyons. Really cool experience. I've done the zip lining and it was amazing. We also have springs. We have a lot of lakes, so you can go cat boating on the lake, which is a very interesting, fun experience. You're going to get soaking wet, but just a fun way to see the lakes. All of those things that I just mentioned are within 2 hours of Orlando. So that's an easy add-on. I'm from the Panhandle, and I also went to school in Pensacola, to college, and the beaches, the food, the Southern hospitality, it's worth the layover in Atlanta. I know that sometimes the Brits can be a little iffy on the stopover, but it is definitely worth taking that connecting flight through Atlanta. And then if you want to go a bit further off the beaten path, we have 15,000 miles of trails throughout the state. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but it's a lot. And this is both land and sea, land and water and rivers. And you can hike, bike, kayak, paddleboard, all of those things, all in the outdoors. And so this is something that's like you truly have to see it to believe it, to know that that's Florida. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video. the manatees are by far my favorite. Just seeing them in the wild and getting that experience. I am a huge lover of manatees and advocate for manatees and protecting them. And once you see one in real life, you realize how amazing they are, and little floaty potatoes is what we call them. So
I love that
definitely a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I was also about to bring up the manatees and say they just seem like such special, interesting creatures to see. So how best do people go and see manatees?
So you can go to Crystal River and swim with them in their natural habitat. It's actually the only place that you can legally do that in North America, and it's their habitat. You have to do a little class beforehand, so you learn how to mind your manatee manners. You don't reach out to them; they will come up to you. They're very curious. They chomp on your hair, and they're so gentle. It really is a life-changing experience. I think have like 3 pairs of manatee pajamas. My daughter also has things with manatees all over them because I'm so obsessed with them. So yeah, Crystal River is where you need to go to do that. But if you're just looking to see them, I mean, they're all around the state. In our springs. In the winter, they come up. Sometimes they're in the ocean whenever the ocean is a bit warmer in the warmer months. So you can see them all around. They're wonderful.
Amazing. And any more outdoor surprises or like a surprise that people might not know they experience in Florida? I know there's the bioluminescent kayaking, which I think is pretty special as well.
Yeah, I think just overall, and if you look at the background that I chose and the vast nature that we have, and people don't realize that Florida is actually mostly farmland, state parks, 175 state parks, 3 national parks, and a lot of protected land. And so we have a wonderful birding trail. And so it's the nature that you don't expect, especially if you're used to going to the bigger cities. If you go just beyond that, you have so many opportunities to see wildlife in its natural habitat. You can go, kayaking through mangroves, or you can take a jet ski through the 10,000 islands near Fort Myers. And it's just the vast amount of natural experiences that you can have where it looks untouched.
Amazing. And what tips do you have for agents to get their customers excited about these destinations and experiences they likely haven't heard of before?
So similar to today, whenever I would talk about something and then I would show you a video, I can only tell you so much. But when you see it for yourself, I think it gives you an energy and excitement to want to do that, to see yourself in that experience in the video. So I would say our YouTube channel is where you need to go. We have so much content on every type of experience, for every type of traveler, for families, for couples. And there's so much to see, and it's almost like you get a little bit of an experience firsthand to say, yes, that's something I would like to look into more. That's something I would like to do myself. So I think using our YouTube channel is really where you're going to be able to showcase to your clients that you can picture yourself here. I think that's the best way to do it. And then finally, speaking of videos, I do have one more, and this is my favorite video. I love the tune, and I just love how exciting it is, and it makes me want to travel around the state.
All right. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. I'm about to start a celebration. Let me in. Brought a good time plus some friends. Turn it up loud past 10. Turning up the crowd when I hit them with the pow. Yeah, the party never ends. Cause if you want that, whoa, I can give you more. Come on, yeah, let's go. I got that wow. I got that wow.
That's great. I was just like boogieing along there before I came back on camera. But
I've
it is
seen it and heard it a lot, but it's still every time it gets me going, makes me hungry, makes me want to be on a boat, makes me
yeah.
want to do all the things.
Yeah, definitely a great highlight reel. Someone, Anne Stokes, has asked, will we be able to have access to videos, promo videos to use in our socials? Obviously, you can see them on YouTube, but is there any way that agents can get hold of them and share them themselves?
Yeah, I know that we're working on revamping an asset library that agents will be able to use. So we're, as we've rebranded and we have or done a brand refresh, I'll say, and we've added some new content and videos. We are working on doing a refresh, so that will be available pretty soon. And
Amazing.
everything is on our YouTube channel, so go
Yes,
check it out there.
yes. So go there, Anne, and you'll be able to find everything to share with your clients. But so finally, is there anything else you think travel agents should know if they're selling the new in the know?
I think don't be afraid to suggest something a little bit different. Give your clients a little nudge outside of their comfort zone. They won't regret it. You won't regret it. So I do think it's just getting someone to, open up to a new experience.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us today, Megan, and sharing all these useful insights on selling Florida with our travel agents.
Great. Thanks, Jess.
So coming up this afternoon, we have 2 destination training sessions with Martin County and Orlando. But first, we are transporting you to the Sunshine State on a virtual fam. Our head of partner content, Maddie, who you would have heard from earlier, recently visited a new in the known destination herself in Florida's lesser visited Panhandle. She explored the best bits of Panama City Beach and Pensacola and recorded her adventures on camera. So you can determine if these destinations are right for your clients, and if so, what they will love about them. So let's take a look at